We are live on YouTube at least. Starting the stream on Discord too.
Hey.
I might have to move a bit closer, I'm not really sure.
Yeah, let me just make an announcement real quick.
Yeah, make an announcement, Curls. Yeah. Probably not gonna be the best. I was using a Switch Pro controller a bit ago, so who do I wanna be? I know you have Steam Workshop characters too, which is great. Like someone had Sonic the Hedgehog or Tails. No, not that.
I just, if I can't play Sonic in every video game, there's an issue.
Yeah. God, I'm hungry all of a sudden.
Bad time.
Yeah, true. True that. I hope we're coming through in Discord okay, because I know we are in the stream, but curious about how we are in Discord. Oh, we're barely even picking up here. Okay, testing. Yeah, okay.
Hold on, let me,
We got the... Let's pull up... Mute tab. Okay. I'm gonna pull up YouTube, see my channel, see if any chat's happening here. Okay. Yeah. So, let's see what's happening here in the You're gonna be on the Discord monitor, I guess? I got my YouTube monitor on the left.
Yeah, so we'll edit this part down.
Hopefully. So I'm not the best at Spelunky, just to let you know. Why am I... Oh, tutorial, okay. Thought I already did this.
Yeah, Spencer is showing off his gaming skills.
I wouldn't say showing off. I'm glad that I can recover my muscle memory so quickly.
So as I prep Discord as we speak for it, we'll start with an easy topic that wasn't planned, but people say I'm pretty bad at video games.
You are.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, how good do you think you are? Like, if what's your KD?
In what game? That
just
depends.
anything, like 1 to 10, right? Like,
honestly, my KD, my best KD, depending on the game, would probably be like a 0.8 or 0.9. But Curly, I would definitely say you are probably 0.5 at best. I'm 0.6 if I'm being generous.
It depends on the game, right? There are certain game types that I'm really good at, and then there are just some where I'm not. Like, I was pretty good at Black Ops 3.
Oh my god!
Really good at that game.
There's
some cringeworthy YouTube videos of me opening loot boxes. Well,
the fact that you're opening loot boxes of all things just makes it automatically cringy.
It's pretty bad. I think I was like 15.
You have a serious problem. You have a problem, like for real. Oh, I died tutorial level. I got so entangled in roasting him.
Way to flex his gaming skills and then dies on the tutorial. But the reason why I bring the topic up is I recently bought Cuphead, right? And
God, Mr. Game Publisher over here.
And I died on the tutorial level. I died on the tutorial level and immediately closed the game. And I haven't opened it since. So there's that. But I'm just setting everything up on Discord as we speak, so you can join us on Discord at discord.gg/curly.
Oh.
Okay, and here we go. The announcement is starting, and we are official. So, short intro here. Hi guys, I'm Curly, the resident airhead e-boy wannabe edgy guy. I'm 23, and I'm clearly the superior genes. I got that. I got the crackhead energy to me. Spencer,
you got some sort of energy, but I ain't even that cool.
Mr. Jackhammer over here. If you want to introduce yourself to the audience.
Hi. You can call me Jack. Akaro. Valfire. I go by many names among my games. Morcus even. If you were part of Curly's server, I did a dramatic reading several times about my book that I'm writing, and still working on chapter 3, sadly.
Soon.
I'm gonna pull a Valve and say soon, episode 3 coming out soon. Yeah, soon.
10 years later. So
Maybe I'll actually have it released by then. But...
maybe. So, we have the podcast split into two sections today.
Oh my God.
We're gonna start out with food. We're both pretty big foodies. Jack Cameron.
Why does it
here
sound
is-
like you said food?
A little bit.
Like I was half expecting you to finish the sentence like that, but I know you weren't going to.
Got an issue with that?
I mean, it's not my cup of tea, but I don't really want to judge. I kind of got no room.
We'll split the podcast into two sections today. The first few
I'll
topics.
split you in two sections. Oh my.
I don't swing that way, unfortunately. But
your consent was never a factor.
But basically, we have two different sections today. So we're gonna start out with food. We have a few topics. We're both pretty into food, so we'll start with that, and then we'll go into gaming, and then we'll have a few random topics, audience topics, kind of like an AMA. So first topic is favorite burger type, right? So let's say you go to a restaurant and they ask you what kind of burger, what do you want on it? Spencer, I'll let you start.
Okay, are we talking smash burgers or like a thick patty burger? Because those are two
Either
different...
way.
Okay.
What do you give me both?
That's okay. Honestly, I love onions, so like obviously extra onions, caramelized and raw as well. Like I can't believe that again. Sorry, thinking about food. You know, my mouth drools. Can't really think straight. But yeah. For thick burgers, always the onions, both raw and
Sauteed onions?
not sauteed, caramelized.
Yeah,
That's the word.
yeah. You know, there's nothing better than a good caramelized onion.
Yeah, good caramelizing.
Nice burger with like.
Yeah.
butter.
Personally, I either go for a barbecue sauce or like a steak sauce sometimes with onions.
Yeah. You don't put any lettuce or
No,
tomato?
I'm not. No tomato. I don't really like tomato personally, nor pickles. But like every so often, I'm in the mood for a pickle. You know, like I have to be in the mood for it. Something.
I had a burger last week with fried pickles.
Oh.
Really? No
I'm
one,
not-
no unfried pickles.
Trying to think here. Maybe some onion rings, maybe, or
Ooh,
like
yeah.
French fries. I like those too.
So I had a burger the other day, right? So it was this really thick patty, and it was cooked pretty dark, which is fine. I like my burgers medium, but and it had sliced avocado on it. It had black beans.
Black bean burgers I've heard of.
And
There
well,
are
it
actually
wasn't a
ones-
black bean patty. It just had black beans on it, and it had rice and fried onion rings with hot sauce. It was the weirdest burger I ever had in my life, and it had ranch on it as well. And it was one of the best things I ever ate in my life.
Really?
Yeah, it was the weirdest combination. You know, and I've been having a lot of burgers lately, and you know, I really say avocados on burgers winning me over. For whatever reason, it makes.
No, I can see that. They have the nice like creaminess. It's almost like a sour cream to
Exactly.
like a spicy nacho or like a nacho. You know?
Yeah,
Like,
and you
gives
know,
it that
I'm not a
depth.
big tomato guy, so I usually will put that in because you know sometimes when you have like a really nice buttered bun,
oh,
the tomato
toasted buns. Don't forget. Toasted buns.
woo, man, like or you
Toasty
can't
buns.
really beat a grilled cheese. I mean, I guess a little off topic, but steak and cheese, but a burger sandwich, I guess.
I mean, personally, I've had what the hell are they called? I've had steak and cheeses like lately. There's a place. What are you listening for?
Oh no, I'm just making sure it's on.
Okay. There's a steak and cheese sub truck actually that I order from, or a place through DoorDash or Uber Eats or whatever the fuck it's called. And they have a barbecue cheesesteak where it's like a normal cheesesteak with provolone cheese and barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
And really, you know what's really weird? The provolone, like the funk of that, is like not strong enough to like deter you, but like it melts really well. The sweet barbecue sauce, like
You keep mentioning barbecue sauce.
I
and,
know, I know. Curly
that's our next topic.
mentioned, yeah.
So we'll just skip ahead a little bit here. So people say I have a barbecue sauce addiction, right?
Yeah,
now think in your head, how many barbecue sauces is too much, right? You have a fridge, and you have a cabinet or section of the fridge for barbecue sauces. Like, how many is too much? You might think one or two, right? Some people have 3. I have 22 different barbecue sauces in my house, and I use all of them, and I love them like my children. And this isn't people
That
have been
is
wanting
a
to give me an
bit
intervention
much.
for this.
That is a bit much having. I mean, I could see if you're like experimenting with different sauces, trying to find a good value for a bit. Like that would be one exception I would give.
Well, so I'll give you an example. So most people put Tabasco on their eggs, right?
Yeah.
That's a thing. I put barbecue sauce in my eggs.
Really?
But I use a Tabasco barbecue sauce.
Okay, that makes
So
sense.
it's
like
a nice
sweet and spicy.
It has the same spice to it, but it has a weird consistency to it. So it kind of makes the eggs a little more solid. And I don't know. It's really good with some nice fluffy eggs, like scrambled eggs or.
You know what's really going to confuse you? That I'm going to say what I have two good things that sound weird. But like if you think about it and try it, like it's really good. First of all, dipping pretzels in cream cheese.
Oh.
it is like creamy, salty. It's almost like a pretzel version of dipping your fries in the vanilla milkshake or whatever.
Frosty.
It's like that, but like almost like a breakfast. The equivalent. Because it's like a cream cheese bagel version, but it's pretzels.
We're getting roasted, by the way.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie. But either that. My second thing I was going to talk about was what the hell was it? It was barbecue sauce, like just like light barbecue sauce, like you would put teriyaki sauce on just white rice, like like you'd use like the leftover what is it called? Leftover barbecue sauce from pulled pork or whatever, and you would just soak the rice in that.
So, have you had ponzu sauce?
Ponzu sauce.
Have you had like gozaya with, and they give you the little they're like these pork dumplings. They give you the citrusy sauce.
Oh, those that like not duck sauce.
No.
Like the dumpling sauce.
I'm a bit confused, but it kind of looks like soy sauce, but
it's like soy sauce, but not. It's like the plum sauce or whatever.
Sure.
Yeah, I forget what it's called, but like. It's a soy sauce they use specifically for dumplings and stuff.
We'll have to try it maybe live on stream. Who can chug more of it first?
Well, I did a challenge with one of my friends one of my online buds a while back, and he challenged me to take a shot glass or like a tablespoon of what the hell was it called? Fish sauce, straight fish sauce. And he's like, dude, you're gonna throw up if you do that. Oh goddamn, okay. You're gonna throw up if you do that. Like, you're gonna make me throw. I'm like, okay, $5 says I won't throw up.
If that's the bar, if not throwing up's the bar, I mean, I know.
Like he said, he's gonna hate it. So I'm like, honestly, the sad part is it was horrible, but like I've had worse. I'm not gonna lie. It's not as bad as like vanilla extract or like rubbing alcohol.
Seventh grade me just had a heart attack.
It was almost that bad though. Like, actually, that. Close to being that bad. Like,
so I saw a video on Instagram of a guy at Icebox, and they said they'll give him $1,000 off his custom jewelry piece if he drank a whole thing of beet juice. And this man proceeded to chug not one but 2 bottles of beet juice straight. And
beet juice?
Yeah, and it's horrible.
Really? I know people actually love that shit. Like, they add that shit to smoothies.
No. They add it to smoothies because it's healthy. And, it's horrible.
For thickeners. Like, it's not that bad, actually.
So would you drink a thing of beet juice?
I mean, I wouldn't say no to that. I would at least try. I haven't personally had it, so I wouldn't say no to trying it.
Okay, chat. Just keep this on record. So I guess we're gonna be doing some kind of challenge in the near future.
I will say, actually, I would love to do if we have maybe ingredient kind of like a chopped kind of challenge on the channel or whatever, like where we each get like a ingredient that like chat submits a list of ingredients and we each have to pick one ingredient from that list that we all have to use the picked stuff though.
I can see that.
But the thing is though, we get the list from the audience, but we all have to pick one. Yeah. But that also means we also have to use whatever else the other people pick too.
This sounds like a horrible mistake waiting to happen, and I'm down for it.
I mean, aren't the best horrible mistakes also the best content?
True that.
Hashtag content.
Now this is a cool topic that I'm very passionate about, but I couldn't really choose, so I'm still thinking. And I kind of want to hear chat's thoughts on this. Sour versus spicy. So
is it like one or the other?
So what would you rather have, right? If I offered you a bottle of hot sauce or a can of Warheads, what are you gonna take 9 times out of 10, right? Or what is more enjoyable? So I'm a big spice guy, right? I love my spice. I eat peppers. I also collect hot sauces, which is semi more normal than barbecue sauces, I guess. But it's great. You get home from the gym, or you get home from work, and you're sitting around. And you just have a nice spicy meal. Changes your night, man. Changes your night. Lifts the depression up. But sour, I don't know.
I'm dead. Yeah,
I'm taking spicy side here.
Honestly, I'm not a sour person. I do like sour gummy worms at most, but like, I would have to say I prefer a thing of buffalo wings over anything like sour meal. Like for a meal, spicy, hell yeah. But like for a dessert, I would say sour. Like
I would hope you would have spicy dessert.
I mean, I've had it where it's like a spicy or like a spiced rum cake kind of thing, where it's like actually like cinnamon spice, like it's actually like a
I'm pretty sure,
or like an alcohol burn.
Somewhere in Japan, they make spicy desserts.
I wouldn't be surprised because like the best way I could describe like what the hell is it called, Morocco and stuff. It's like and all sorts of Eastern places, they all rely on heat.
Yeah.
Like Indian
food.
Indian food, yeah. No, like I was actually in New York a bit ago. And I made a more or less a thing that my parents said shut up about because they thought I was going to make a racist comment. Where I said, if you think about it, what was it? It was something about Morocco and stuff like that. Yeah. Is the India of wherever they are, and they said because they all rely on spices and the freshness of ingredients and stuff, and they didn't even let me finish before I said like I was going to talk about their cuisine of spice and stuff.
Have you had a lot of Moroccan food? It's really good.
It really is spicy though.
Oh yeah, it's a lot. But Indian food's the same way. I ordered from this Indian place.
I don't like cilantro though specifically. I have that.
Man.
Ooh, almost died there.
I love cilantro, but I was talking with
I have that gene of makes it taste like death.
Soap, right? Doesn't it? There's a thing where some people taste cilantro as soap.
It doesn't taste like soap, but it tastes like. Like how you have like the smell of minty toothbrush, like when you have a really minty toothpaste?
Yeah.
That smell, just like that almost like bleach-like chemical taste. It's like that in your mouth instead of smelling.
I mean, I love cilantro. I love a lot of spices. Have you had saffron? Saffron's really expensive. It's really good.
It's similar to that. Funny story, actually. We ordered takeout from an Indian food place a few months back, and we asked, hey, do they have any cilantro on this fried rice? They said no, they don't have cilantro, and they generally didn't, but they had baby something leaf, which is basically their Indian equivalent, which is their actual name for it, and they didn't know what cilantro translated to, and it felt bad.
Anyone from India here find that name?
I think it was like baby something root or something like that.
Well, they use
it was coriander. Oh, it was something baby coriander.
Well, so there's this Indian place up actually where we are now. It's pretty close. It's about a 5-minute drive from where we are here, and it's really good. I ordered from there a lot. It's pretty expensive, but apparently they're very spicy. In the comments, there's a lot of people who are like, I'm Indian and I can't even handle the spice, right? And they make this great dish where it's chicken. I don't know. It starts with a B. It's Southern Indian. Chat might be able to help me here with my poor pronunciation skills. But it's basically chicken and rice. But they use so much different, like they use curry powder and a bunch of different saffron, a bunch of different spices in it. And we'll have to try it sometime. It's awesome. It's one of my favorite things I've ever had in my life. And like a lot of people out here don't really understand Indian food a lot, or they don't really understand Middle Eastern food and a lot of those cuisines. But I've been really surprised by the quality of a lot of these cuisines. I mean, like curry and
I'm not really one for curry. It's a little too. I don't like the earthy burns. Like same thing with mint and cilantro for the same reason.
Well, have you had? Well, red curry is basically a little spicier, but less that.
No, I don't really like the earthy burns. Yeah. So, but I do like buffalo chicken where it's just like the pepper spice instead of like the earthy root, whatever.
Yeah. Like, it's lighter, but it hits you harder.
Yes, I don't really like the burn over time thing. I like the heat while it's in your mouth, but like if it just builds and builds and builds and builds and builds and builds, it's no longer fun to eat it.
Yeah. Well. So we have a controversial one here.
What?
Pineapple and pizza.
Oh, yes.
Slaps table. Where do you stand on it?
Personally, I don't really. I like Hawaiian pizza, but I do respect other ones.
Well, no, not Hawaiian pizza, because Hawaiian has
ham and bacon,
which is it's a different ham on pizza is a different conversation.
But like, it has to have pineapple to be the Hawaiian pizza. Like,
if I gave you a pepperoni and pineapple pizza,
I would no pineapple by itself or with other than ham or bacon. Even Canadian bacon would be good.
Really?
Yeah, personally, it's basically just ham.
But at that point, why don't you just make a ham in the oven and eat the pineapple straight?
Make a pineapple ham, better yet. Or speaking of which, actually, my family has a great recipe for pineapple cherry ham. Like we cook it in cherry juice. We add that to the brine or the stuff we braise it or boil it or whatever the fuck it's called. Okay, I deserve that. But yeah, no, we add it to that, and then we cook it most of the way through. Then we take some pineapple slices and while they're still wet and juicy, and throw them over the top and sear it. So the pineapple juice caramelizes on top. Uses the sugar.
That sounds really good.
It is really good. And
kind of hungry
I'm getting hungry just talking about this. Let's move on from food for now.
Perfect. So next is gaming. So we'll start off with E3. I know you mentioned you didn't watch a lot of E3. I watched a bit. It was I
didn't really watch any.
You didn't miss much.
Yeah, I heard that.
Nintendo, like I kind of said to you before we started, they had like a really good Nintendo Direct where they started off with a Smash character, who I won't spoil, but pretty good. Good way to start.
Okay, I deserve that.
And then
Could you just tell me personally?
It was a fighting game character.
Oh, was it like Jin or something?
I won't. You can look it up later, but it was a fighting game character.
Was it the guy from Tekken?
And I'm really proud. So they started off with that, and then they just announced a bunch of games and remakes. So
can you name some of the games that they're making?
First they said they were making a new Mario Kingdom game. This wasn't first. It was just the first one that came to my mind, which is
was that the rabbit crossover
thing?
Yes,
they said they made a new one of those, which sure. They're remastering Skate. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2, which I just bought last night and played it.
I thought to have a countdown. Okay.
And it was pretty fun, actually. It's a really good remake. It's the character creation is very aged very poorly, but good game. Not worth the $40.
What do you mean? What's it?
Just the faces and of Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2. Oh. Good game though. Not worth $40 for both of them.
What was the one after that you mentioned?
Well, so the next game they announced, besides the Smash character, they announced a bunch of Zelda stuff at the end, right? So they showed Breath of the Wild 2, the very, very, very early look. They're remastering Skyward Sword. They showed a few like JRPGs that all look kind of good. I mean, there wasn't really any that are like, oh my god, this.
Was there any noteworthy RPGs?
Not really. I mean, maybe chat can roast me a bit for that, but I didn't really find any of the ones I was like, oh, this, but I think that a lot of people say PlayStation there's a new Ratchet and Clank coming out. People said that was the game that really took the show.
Yeah, Rule 34 agrees as well.
Well, no, so have you seen any of the actual quality of the game?
I've seen the repercussions of it being announced. I'll tell you that much.
But the game itself looks like a supercomputer. It looks insane. The graphic quality is some of the nicest games. It's probably one of the nicest looking games ever made. At least early looks. I mean, and then Bethesda did the Bethesda thing, and there was a lot of Marvel and Capcom stuff, and Guardians of the Galaxy, and Just Dance. The usual stuff that no one likes.
The same old sauce.
Yeah, exactly. There wasn't much there, but I definitely think Nintendo kind of knocked it apart. They just announced game after game after game. There's a new Worms game that's apparently gonna be pretty good.
Worms! I remember those. Oh my god, I played them with my brother all the freaking time. Oh.
The biggest shock that came to me is they're remastering a very obscure game. Do you know Advance Wars?
I've heard of that. Wasn't that thing that inspired Fire Emblem?
Yes, it's an old
yes.
like. I think it was on the N64. I played it as a kid.
I thought it was a Game Boy.
I don't even... Yeah,
it was
probably.
Game Boy Color or Game Boy...
It's a really old game, and they're remaking it. It's not even a remaster. They're redoing it from scratch, and it looks kind of fun, actually. It doesn't come out till December, but it looks pretty fun anyway, so... pretty hyped about that. But, so we're gonna move on to good games. So I recently found a hidden gem of a game on Switch. So I was on the great deals section of Switch, which is always fun, and I found a $10 game that was on my wish list just because of the name. So it's Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion. the name itself is hilarious, and what I started to play was a hidden gem of a game. I 100%ed it in 4 hours. The game was pretty easy. It was not difficult by any means. I think I died once. You know, some of the bosses are pretty hard. But the humor of the game, every minute or two, I had a laugh. And there were 6 or 7 times where I started dying. There's a moment of the game. Do you know that copy pasta of the Navy SEAL who has 34 confirmed kills and he goes on and on? I had to scroll past 12 pages of dialogue because the dev decided to throw that all in. So I had to sit there and wait. And the game's hilarious at every turn. I won't spoil it. The game's premise is absolutely great. And anyone who should play it, has the ability to play it, should definitely play it and let me know their thoughts. Oh, you died. So, getting towards the end here,
what about our childhood underestimated one we were going to talk about?
So that's what we're getting to now.
There we go.
We're having a recurring segment where we're going to be discussing a underrated game that we remember. And I thought of this one, and I knew Jackhammer would agree with this pick immediately. So we both played this a lot, and this game's very special to me personally. Fossil Fighters.
Yes, the original.
The game, the plot to this game.
Oh, it was like the best kind of cheesy action movie over the top.
But it's not even that. I won't spoil anything because it is a plot that you have to play. I know the game.
No, it's just absurd. There's just no plot at that point. It's just absurd.
It starts out very simple. It's kind of like a Pokemon clone at first, and IGN said this. They were like, "Oh, this is a Pokemon clone," for the first 20 minutes, and then it just gets insane. I mean, the game itself takes twists that you would never expect. It's like Ocean's 11.
It just goes from zero. It just goes from zero to what the fuck. And
even then, you see the first twist, and then like you play an hour in, and then the first twist is like nothing. It's literally like a Trigger anime. Like it's literally like what's the old drill one? Gurren Lagann. It's like Gurren Lagann. You know. Mostly anime fans in the server, so they'll understand this reference. But it's like Gurren Lagann when the first twist is big, and then the second one and then it just goes off the rails, and it's great.
Yeah, no, like to the point where we're fighting world-eating gods from the next galaxy over.
And we'll talk about gameplay real quick. It's pretty fun. It's pretty simple. You go out, you fight dinosaurs. They have elements. You know,
they have elements, and you dig up fossils and clean the fossils to upgrade your dinosaurs and to evolve.
Not sponsored here.
Not sponsored.
But it's a great game.
Great fucking game. The third one's trashed out Frontier. I was so sad.
The second one was okay,
The second one I think is better than the original in most regards.
I heard the second one, one they just took the first and they just they didn't make it as good, but they kind of upgraded a lot of things. So you lose story, but you get better gameplay.
Yeah, no, the gameplay was way better. In every way except for one regard, I will be honest. There was one mechanic that I did freaking miss in the second one where, as well as XP, you get to level up your Vivasaurs or Vivasaurs, which is what they call the dinosaurs. As well as that, you get a bonus max HP every successful one battle, and sometimes you get 1 to 2 more max HP for every battle won. Each Vivasaur participating, so you get... And then when you level up, you get even more on top of that at the same time. So it was really cool. So like, but they didn't do that in the. I'm dumb. They didn't do that in the second game, which I missed. But they made leveling up a lot easier. To be fair. Yeah. So like,
it's funny because the game really keeps you on edge, right? When you think you're really good at the game, and you're like, I
can
get
the
this
boss.
Fossil.
Yeah, no. It goes like this. Yeah, I just took down your entire like Pokemon Gym random trainer things. I'm gonna wreck your face too because I'm over leveled by like 20 levels or whatever. And then you get your shit pushed in out your mouth levels of like it just some of the scaling is just from oh god we're kicking their ass to oh god we are going to die. And I am literally soft locked because I can't beat this one area because I'm locked in the dungeon with him blocking the door.
Yeah.
That actually happened at one point to me, so I can't remember where it was, but it was in either first or the second one, but like it ramps up quick.
Yeah.
You think it's a walk in the park until it isn't.
Yeah.
Until it's a fucking trail. Not a word. Not a fucking word.
Well, Before we're getting towards the end here. Anyone have any topics that they want to hear before we go? I mean, I know there's only a few people watching right now, and we're not doing it live. Is very different. We're gonna be splitting this up into segments, so and promoting it that way. And this is more or less a test for us. So,
Episode 0.
Yeah, -1.
Well, I did not think I would actually survive. You had one job.
So our last topic is gonna be us. Jackhammer and me play a lot of Magic, right? And I know a lot of people here. It's a very popular game. So you're gonna be selling cards, right? Shameless self promo.
We might do a giveaway actually.
Yeah, pretty soon.
Actually, how about we do the recipe thing for the
We'll
job
see.
thing?
We can do a bunch of
whichever
things.
ingredients we pick from the list. Whoever suggests the most interesting yet feasible ingredients. If we choose theirs, we'll send them a card or two.
Or a gift card if you don't.
Or a gift card if you don't want that. Yeah. But I can't afford a gift card, but I can give away
I got it. I'm not worrying, but
we can even get Curly to sign it if you really want him to.
Or my handwriting's horrible, so how about I won't sign it if you win.
Submit some ingredients that we could use. Anything from Spam to Vienna sausages. It has to be widely available too, so no durians or dragon fruit or star fruits. Nothing too obscure. We're not chopped level professional chefs. No pythons.
Speaking of starfruit, a little off topic. I've been drinking a starfruit tea thing at Starbucks every day. Horrible.
Starfruit's an acquired taste. I'm not gonna lie, it's an acquired taste.
I'm a glutton for punishment. It's horrible. I absolutely hate it.
Why do you keep doing it then? Is my question.
I don't know. First thing on the menu. It has caffeine in it, I think. At least a placebo.
Just order a coffee.
Well.
Or order
See, they always mess up my coffee.
Just say hot chocolate then.
So, I don't know if anyone can relate here. This is my attempt to be relatable to people. When you only have, 1 or 2 places, we have a lot of Dunkin' Donuts out here. You go to Dunkin' Donuts, right, and you're like, yeah, I love this.
I'm calling shenanigans on that.
But, I love this item, but I can't order it here because they mess it up every time. I feel like around here, there's a lot of those places.
Yeah, there is.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
That place, they never have ice. I don't know what coffee shop makes it without ice, but they suck. And yeah, I'll put you all on blast. Target, Starbucks, or the bars are very high, but they. By the way, it takes me 30 minutes to get a coffee there, which is horrible. There'll only be 2 people in line. So yeah, I think this is it. I think we're coming to the close here.
Hey, speaking of fossil fighters, I got a thing. We got a dinosaur above me. See if we can revive it.
So I'm heading out pretty soon.
Before we go though,
last topic.
I was gonna say before we end it here though, I would like to submit my underappreciated gem.
Okay.
I would like to submit Might and Magic Clash of Heroes. It was originally on the DS or DS Lite or something like that, but they have a PC remake of it. It's made by Ubisoft, and it does not require the Ubisoft launcher. It's not even on the Ubisoft launcher. It's on Steam.
Yeah.
But it does have Ubisoft in the logo. It's really freaking old. It's like Curly and I were playing it before we started recording or streaming.
Yeah, it seemed pretty fun. I mean, it seemed kind of difficult at first.
It's like a Bejeweled game, but also a strategy game where you have to try and predict enemy movements, where they would attack from while covering your flank, and also making your attack and making sure the attacks actually get through the enemy defenses.
Yeah.
It was
pretty fun. It was a pretty fun take on the genre. It's usually you just see a lot of money grabs from
No,
genre.
the thing is though, this game also has local co-op, or not local co-op, local hot seat multiplayer, and has hero abilities and stuff.
Yeah.
And each character you play as has their own passive as well as a specialty units and own hero power. So it's really interesting.
Yeah, it sounds pretty interesting. I mean, we played it. It was pretty fun. Worth the probably $4 or $5 or whatever.
It's not even. It's I think it's usually when it's on sale, it's $2.99 or something at worst.
Definitely a good fun 2 or 3 hours at the minimum. But I think that's it. I think we end here.
Oh.
For next time, we're definitely gonna be doing Nitro giveaways on Discord and on YouTube. We might do some other giveaways there. Expect a lot of special guests, friends of mine and Jackhammer's. You know, I happen to be a professional networker, as I say. You know,
You're
but
professionals. Actually, I'm not gonna finish that. I can't say that on YouTube.
you know, but it's gonna be a good time. Probably talk, you know, gaming, anime, food, maybe whatever else comes to mind.
Oh, speaking of anime, actually, my friend got me to watch Food Wars.
Oh Lord, we're gonna have to save this one for next time because I know this is a good topic.
Oh, I talked about your server a while back about reviewing some shows I watched.
Yes.
Kid Cosmic was one of them. What was a High Rise Invasion was on Netflix. I watched it. I was interested about it, but looking back, rewatching it, I was watching like 3 in the morning at times because I couldn't sleep. It was not as good as I remember it. It really wasn't. It was like the most surface level just dumb action fun. Like it's like Michael Bay, but turns from season 1 to actually compelling setting and world to some edgy teenagers edge fest of who dies cooler.
Yeah.
That was literally the whole reason someone survived, because he spent time to tell the sniper, aim for the head, let me die. That's a cooler death than just falling.
Yeah. Well,
it was so dumb. Okay, stop.
Well, we'll probably have a few special guests next time, and we'll probably have more. You know, this is just kind of, we just sat down, chilled, had some free time, and you know, all that. So you can find a full link after we're done up on YouTube. I may or may not post the rest later. We'll see. Again, this is just a test, more or less. Good to have you guys along. You can also submit topics to my DMs on Discord.
No one saw anything.
You can submit topics to me on Discord. You can find me on the server at discord.gg/curly. And just, you know, DM me there. I might get back to you in the next few days. You know, all that. So anything. And, you know, we're pretty open to talk about anything. You know, we do a lot of anime content here, so that, you know, might be a lot of things we're open to. We're also open to playing games or something, as well as giving away the games.
Oh, we should do more games sometime.
Hell yeah. But expect a lot of varied content, just, you know, fun
vibes.
Stuff. Yeah, man, the vibes.
The weekly vibe.
But we have a bunch of giveaways coming this week later on the server. A lot of events. I know it's been pretty quiet, but you know. So yeah, I don't have anything else besides that. We have a charity event coming up pretty soon. So yeah. Yeah.
So where should I self promo the stream recording?
I just send it to me. I'll put it in announcements later.
Partnerships.
No, wrong. Here.
Fine. We'll have some technical difficulties. We'll touch bases later. Good night, everyone. Good evening, whatever the fuck time it is. Goodbye.